Hello, everybody, and welcome to the DFIU crew versus Double Dare Obstacles. It's our third one of these tier list slash podcast, tier casts, pod tiers. I don't really know what to call it. Maybe I won't call it anything.
They always
Like
name.
spaghetti and meatballs or something?
Yeah.
But we're talking about balls in people's mouths, so we're off to a great start already.
Sorry, JB, you caught me. You caught me with some Mamma Mia
Catch you at a
meatballs.
weird time. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
That's
This
not
is
good.
embarrassing. I hope nobody's watching.
I'm sure at least a couple people are watching. If you're watching us live when we do this, I've just posted a link in our chat. You can vote live directly as we're
Live!
going there. We've got 38 Double Dare obstacles. Our criteria, I guess just kind of thinking about this, I think the big one, I think the primary one is, would I be happy if I did this? Like, would I want to do this one?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think is a big one. But also, I guess there's just intangibles. Like, obviously there's things that are iconic, but also like things that
There's like longevity, right?
Longevity.
Like,
Longevity's
the other
definitely
thing-
one. And go ahead.
The biggest one was if you gave me this obstacle, if my family or my partner gave me this obstacle, would I be pissed?
Yeah, would I be pissed? And also, like, things from a viewer perspective, like, is it fun to watch as a viewer? And, like, I mean, is it a time sink or not? There's some of these that are obviously designed to be time sinks. We'll talk more about that. I believe I've set the timer to 90 seconds on each of these, and these are in random ass order, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna go by them and talk about them, probably 90 seconds at a time. It's not letting you vote yet because I have not opened up the polling just yet.
I'd like a consonant, JB.
Deep breaths, deep breaths, and
I like a
patience.
consonant.
But, okay, well, let's get things going here. One thing I want to say before we do that, this is not an exhaustive list of all the Double Dare obstacles. We simply just couldn't bring them all forward.
Oh.
And some we will reference because they are functionally clones of other obstacles.
I was just about to say, we were talking before you undeafened. There are several obstacles that are in this list that went by different names and also slightly different variations. If it pops up, we'll talk about it. But we just took the general canonical name of the obstacle. But there are some one-offs that you'll be like, oh, but what about this one? And it's like, well, it's basically the same thing. As
the
this.
ones that they are best known by.
Yeah.
Is what we went with here. So if they have different names, then, they're the same functional thing. The evil is back. Thank you for the sub. Watching us here live and not on the VOD. And if you're watching us on the VOD, I hope you're having a good time listening to us. Five idiots who I'll introduce. Talk about, I almost said video games. No, the video game Double Dare is something else.
Are we gonna rank? When are we gonna rank the Double Dare NES obstacles? Because I got some
they're
fucking
all
opinions about
garbage
that.
tier.
I got some opinions about those.
Our tiers are goats, obviously the best ones. There has to be at least one there. Greats, things that are fine, or maybe above average that we would think, but nothing that if I could say I did this obstacle at a bar and people wouldn't know what the fuck you're talking about. All right, they're passable obstacles. They're there to do their job. Missing something is just that. They're not great. There's something that's missing that could make them a little better. And then our bottom tier this time around, of course, is Funhouse on yet. So
JB and I came up with that just to piss off all of the fanboys.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
please send all of your letters to myself and JB.
Send all of your letters, like they do on Harry Potter, just through the fire or whatever. I don't fucking know.
Please.
That's not true. They're going, well, actually, it's on owls. Fuck off.
It's actually on an owl.
Thank you for
Maths.
the fart. We've got farts. I've had a lot of farts today, but all right.
You've got farts, Diane.
Our first obstacle to start things off is Ant Farm. And I'm
Ant
starting
Farm.
the timer.
Oh, 90 seconds.
You have
we
to
got?
traverse through there. There's the flag halfway, and then you crawl out.
Yeah, a little discombobulating because there's a couple of times where you think you're clear and you jump up and you hit your head on the fucking thing, and that's always hilarious. But at the end of the day, it's just here, go there, grab the flag, get out.
Yeah.
It
But I
seems
did
kind
think
of small.
I did think it was kind of cool to see a giant ant farm. That was the one thing Byron Taylor was really, really good with. I think it's all right. I don't think there's anything super special about it.
Yeah, I feel like I'd put it.
Go ahead.
It was meant to be a tiny time sink.
I'm gonna pause really quick. At least the voting. I forgot to introduce everybody. First, there's me, JB. There's Lee, who worked on the 2018 version of the 2018 reboot. For those who are watching the VOD and didn't watch the other shit live with us, there is JJ, who has been here before, talking game shows with us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There is Tristan.
Hello.
I think
Yes.
this is Tristan. Tristan has popped his tier wall charity. Charity.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think
Jesus.
we're
That
gonna
sounds-
get to this one.
That sounds painful.
Well, you've got to take a Vicodin before you do it. No.
Yeah.
And then also new to
No.
the tier list, but a regular here on our live streams is Toadboy123.
I'm a
Hey, oh my
certified
God, it's
child,
Toad!
which means
Woo!
I am allowed to have
Woo!
a child opinion on all of the obstacles
Yeah.
here tonight.
That's true. I'm gonna.
I forgot Toad is baby.
Yeah.
Ant Farm, I think is neat. I wouldn't be mad if I did it, but I think there's better ones I'd want to do.
Yeah, there was a variation of this where they put like little piles of whipped cream along the way so that you kind of got a little messy. I mean, it's fine. There's nothing really special about it.
I think,
But it's
I
cool
think
to be in a giant ant farm.
I think it's firmly an all right,
Yeah, that's fine.
and not in
Fine.
missing something. JB, you learn your mouse, buddy. You're doing great.
Left click means left.
Our chat has this. They're kind of between greats and all right. If I were to weigh this differently, go by average rating. Average rating, yeah, has it in great. So that's what chat thinks. And we're moving
Really?
on to our next one now, which
Okay.
is The Ringer.
Come on, this is a goat.
Oh,
this is a goat through and
It's,
through.
it's at least a
This
great.
is a goat.
I feel like it's a great.
Not only do you get squeezed, all right, you get to slide down like slime, right?
Now, I will tell you, the initial version of Ringer, where there was no mess on the other side,
Yeah.
and it was just you getting wrung through, that would have been like missing something. But the generally known version of Ringer, it's a go.
So,
I mean, I feel like it's just great only because sometimes if you had like the one where it was like you had the crank, some people would just struggle with it, and it wasn't.
right, yeah.
But then other
Those
times,
little
like you'd have a kid just Superman through it, and just you don't
Yeah,
you don't
exactly.
need the other person.
And that's what
don't
I was
need
going
the
to
other
say.
person.
That's the best part is when they just
Yeah.
fucking Roman Reigns spear through the damn thing, and then just you
Now,
see this
look.
tsunami of gack go everywhere.
I'll tell you this: the 2018 version where we did 2 ringers instead of 1. The bubble pit thing was a little odd for me because I was like, okay, well, what does that do? And then we taped the first episode with the ringer, and the kid could not find the flag because he just could not see
But
it.
some
It was
people
just
really
in bubbles.
struggled with that
Yeah.
one.
And they really struggle. So there's later episodes of the 2018 version where we took out the bubbles and we just put like orange gack in the pool.
Yeah.
But then again, the flag is orange, so we were evil. We were evil.
Can't make it too easy.
Chat
Yeah,
has
can't
this
make
in
it too
goats. Firmly in goats.
Yeah, it's a goat. It's a goat.
Our next is WrestleRama. I'm going to put it in all right for now so people who aren't familiar with it. This is go into the ring, jump up, grab the flag from fucking, I don't know, Andre the Giant.
Yeah, just a really giant wrestler holding onto a flag. I liked it because it was unique and it was different. You actually got to jump in a wrestling ring. And then in order to get the flag, you had to climb up him or find some way to knock it out of his hand. Mm-hmm. Or a couple of times where like you'd see, it was usually adults, but like kids would do it too. They'd grab onto the leg and they'd just shake the leg until the flag came loose.
Yeah.
I thought, because it looked like a wrestling match. It was good. I would argue it's a great. I wish they did it more often. It's a shame they only did it in the
I don't-
90 version.
I don't know about great. I think all right's good for it.
Or no, they did it in Super Sloppy. Sorry.
It's kind of a nothing burger though. Like yeah, there's obviously tons of ways to beat
Yeah,
it, but it's basically trying to grab the flag from the normal like things that they have.
Yeah.
But it's just higher up. It's
Now, I will tell you, this fucked a lot of people because, like, if you could not jump or knock it loose, your game is done. Like, that's it. Like, there is no, like, you can't knock the guy down like you could, like, popcorn. Popcorn, you could push the bucket down and then just search through. This, if you couldn't get on top or find a way to, like, budget loose, you were fucked. There was, I think it was Super Sloppy had a version where the wrestler had an I Heart Mom tattoo that was in GAC. So that if you could grab on to the bicep, it would actually slip off.
I think it's fine and all right. It's not
fine.
It's not bad.
It's a really high all right. It's a great idea. It's kind of missing a.
And we'll say the further to the right, the higher up it is in the tier, because people were railing me for.
It's still early too.
Yeah, it's still early, but all right. I paused, but we're gonna go to our first one from the 2018 reboot, Pop Lockin'. You gotta find the flag that is hidden in a bunch of lockers, and it's fun to say, honestly.
Yeah.
Pop locking.
Yeah. You got any fun notes about this, Lee?
I know we stuffed Stod in a locker one time for the Halloween episode, and he was legitimately in that locker for about 30 to 45 minutes.
Oh my god!
Lee, can you remind me? This is the one where they open the locker and all the shit just falls out.
Lockers, and then there's just shit that falls out. You got to find the flag. It was honestly, it's a lot harder than what you think it is.
It's, I mean,
So if you're not paying attention, you don't know what you're looking for.
It suffers from the everything we're going to see in the find the flag obstacles, where if you do not see it right away, you are in deep shit. And you know that's
2018 version made it a point. Sorry. 2018 version made it a point to, like, Mark would always do this thing where, oh, there's the flag, it's over there, grab it. In the 2018 version, Liza was discouraged from doing that. She would do that from time to time if it were blatantly obvious, but in 2018 they kind of just said, like, nope, you got to let them find it on their own.
Right. And one thing we'll say, we said this earlier tonight about the 2018 version. Like, Liza is a fantastic host for that.
She's so
good.
No, she's my fucking queen.
She is just so fucking good, and you need to watch it. It's on Paramount Plus. Go watch it. Our next is we didn't figure out a place for Pop.
Yeah,
Lockin',
where are we gonna? Pop Lockin' is definitely not a great. It's all right.
All right.
It's definitely.
You're gonna see a lot of these find the flag ones. I think in all right.
Yeah.
All right's fine for it. I definitely like this better than the garbage truck.
Yeah.
one.
This is a little bit more of a modernized version of the garbage truck.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to restart this, and we're going to go with the wall climb, where you have to traverse a cargo net or a rope to climb a wall and grab a flag.
Jesus Christ.
I hate this one so much.
Well, here's the thing. If you were good at it, you were good. If you are not good at rope climbs, you are going to fail terribly at this. One of the most iconic things in this show is, like, wall climb the rope climb. So just for clarification, we're including rope climb as the same as
because
wall climb
the wall that is used is exactly the same.
It's the same exact thing. They just put a cargo net on the other side. There's one of the most exciting moments in Double Dare history is, like, the guy's going up the cargo net. Time is ticking down. It's the last obstacle. He reaches for it. He misses, and he just falls back and just like, fuck, I lost. It's a great moment. If you gave me this one, I'd be like, fuck you.
No,
can you see how... I am chubby. Do you think for a second my fat ass is going to get up that wall?
You'd probably have a better time trying to jump over it than trying to climb it.
I think it's just, this goes into missing something or Funhouse for me because, like, it's so damn bare bones. Like, you could have had
bare bones,
climb a cargo net and then, you know, slide down a fucking slime-filled pole or something and grab it. At which they kind of did, but, like, it's so bare bones. Like, it goes into missing something for me, I think.
What does chat say?
I will tell you what chat said when we figure it out. I got to pause unboxing because we're already halfway into that.
I mean, I feel like it's a fine one. I feel like they use it often. I mean, you need at least this one's. I mean, yes, it can take a long time if you're big or whatever.
It's a physical game for sure.
It's fine. I think missing something's a fine placement for.
So we also didn't talk about the previous three. WrestleRama went into all right. What else?
Pop Lockin'.
Pop Lockins and Greats.
Really?
Yeah, pop locking's in great.
I mean, I'm flattered. Thank you, but
Chat has wall climb and all right. So, all
wall
right.
climb was in all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Next is unboxing, where you flip open a box that's full of shipping crap and
So good.
and find the flag. Usually, it was in its own little box.
This was meta as shit though, because literally the reason why we did this obstacle was simply because like unboxing was like the phenomena in 2018, and like even Liza Koshy was doing unboxing videos on her YouTube. So it like actually, if you look at the thumbnail for the video that or for the picture of this,
Yeah.
JB, the address is to Liza Koshy, and then
From
I
Mark.
think there was some reference that we did to the from section in the top left. I can't remember what it was. I think it was addressed to the old Nickelodeon studios or something like that.
It might
Like
have
somebody put a really deep cut in there.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's a lot of it's like those little fucking those dolls where you open one up and there's a smaller one inside, and then you open that
like
one
a
up and there's
Russian
another
doll.
yeah, the little Russian
Like a
doll.
nesting doll.
Yeah, like the
This
nesting
is-
dolls. Yeah.
This is probably my favorite find the flag kind of thing, because you know where it's gonna be. It's just you just
gotta get to it.
You've got to get to it. So and
Flip it
that's
over all the
yeah,
packing
and that's fine. I'm fine with that.
Also, Liza's line of "What's in the box? It's a flag."
I think this is it's not great. It's all right.
It's all right.
I like
It's
the
fine.
details
It,
for
it does the job.
Yeah,
does the job.
It's what I like to call a transitioning obstacle.
Very. You, my friend, have hit into some internal things there. So there you go.
Well, hey, I didn't even know that. Lee's never even.
You didn't even know that was
Lee
a thing.
and
Fun
Lee and I
fact.
have known each other for we've known each other for 4 years.
Over 4 years. Well, yeah, it's about 4 years. Yeah.
It's about 4 years, yeah. I've known he's worked on Double Dare for a while, but I've never like used terms like this before, because this is just me actually
Transitional
critically commenting.
obstacles are basically just those where it's like we know approximately how much time it's going to take for you to get to it. Just how quick can you get to it?
Chat has
Kudos for
this
knowing.
and all right as well, so they agree with us. I
All
don't know
right,
if it's
okay.
high up. I'll put it behind Wrestle Wrong.
Yeah, I think you know what I would actually. This is going to be an unpopular opinion. I would say put it below Ant Farm.
Really? Okay, so you want it here?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not with that.
All right. That's two reboot ones that we haven't. All right. Are we gonna find one above here? We'll find out.
I think we're
I'm
gonna get one. We're gonna get one for
right.
sure.
I'm gonna restart the timer. Pipeline / sushi is our next one. This is where you just go
Jesus.
through
This
some
is-
pipes filled with crap and
this
find the flag
is-
at the end.
God damn.
It's usually the last obstacle too.
Usually the last, if they wanted it to be an exciting end, but it was known to be like 5 or 6.
This one just feels so hard though. I'm like, this would not be one I want to get stuck with, just with how.
No, as a kid, like doesn't
I would
like
do this
like
100% as a kid.
That's a fun one.
If you took away the fact that we're playing for a car and all of that pressure, and you said, Lee, I'm gonna have you go through the pipeline, I'd be shitting my pants with just like I was so excited. Like I would be so down to do this.
Now, and we have to say, pipeline and sushi are kind of combined here, although we don't have sushi
They're-
listed. They're essentially the same thing.
It's
Go
the
through a
same.
tunnel full of crap. Sushi was more not slick. Pipeline had like the chocolate syrup, which you could slide across, but they're functionally the same thing.
Sushi had these foam pieces of carrots and cucumbers that were like kind of put in with whipped cream. So the chocolate was a little bit easier to get in. The problem was like you'd get an adult that would just like take a fucking running start in this, and they'd like slide in the first one and slide right out of the first one and not even be
Wouldn't
close.
be able to make the transition to the second one. Yeah.
So this one can fuck some people up. I think it's a great.
I think as far as the
Like when I think of Double Dare, this is iconic.
I like it in great. For me, my opinion about this. Let me hit pause. Did I pause it? I didn't pause it. My opinion about this is it is optimal messy. I think as far as physical obstacles, it doesn't get much better than that. Although, we'll talk about some things that are. But I think
there's
it's
some good
it's
like
a
clock
solid-
ending wins here.
Yeah, it can build the drama, and that's why it goes in greats. Next is Toe Jam, where it's a Bigfoot, and you find the flag.
Somebody else talk, because I realize I'm hijacking the conversation. I'm just so sorry, because I'm so passionate about this. But
Toe,
I'll let
what do you
somebody
have
else.
to say about Toe Jam?
About Toe Jam?
Yeah.
I did not watch Toe Jam
Oh.
growing up.
Okay. Well, that's
I-
one
I-
down,
I
3 to
am
go.
I am sad that we had to leave out its other obstacle friend, Earl. But, you know.
But boom.
Not
hey.
old enough to see that, but old enough to make the Toe Jam and Earl joke. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. I don't know how you did that. That's
know
impressive.
Certain things. I know certain things.
JJ, Tristan, what are your thoughts on what's our next one here? Toe Jam.
On Toe Jam. I mean, I feel like in terms of the digging through gunk things, obstacles, I feel like there's better than this one. I mean, Nickelodeon loves the foot thing, but
Yeah.
Well, so the
Don't
thing
make,
about
don't make, don't make.
yeah,
jokes
no,
about
I'm
that
not gonna. No,
individual.
I'm not.
Don't.
I'm not gonna do what I think. What you think I'm gonna do? So when they were coming up with obstacles, especially from the '86, the original Nickelodeon run, '86 to '92. Iron was all about this idea of what do kids do? How can we make this like larger than life? That's why like Human Hamster Wheel, like you get to do, like you get to like tend to be a really small hamster. Like Toe Jam for me is just Pick-It with more orifices. I know it's not like it's to me this was my cringy one. Yeah. Because it was just weird to see like someone's entire hand go through toes, but being honest, how many of us have picked our toes before? Just saying.
oh yeah.
My take.
I'll just say,
Oh, go ahead, JJ.
if you know what, I'll just say, if you know, you know. But there's an episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog that kind of ruins this stunt for me.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Oh, no.
you know, you know.
I'll kind of bookend this with I abhor find the flag obstacles. I hate them so much because
I think that's the crux of Double Dare, that you can't have Double Dare without a find the flag.
Yeah, but I've never liked them, and that's going to become heated here in a few moments.
Right.
But
So also sorry, just really this happened just to pop into my head. For clarity purposes, Toe Jam was also known as Foot Locker in Super Sloppy Double Dare, where basically you ran through the back of the foot. In fact, if you look at some videos where they're playing Toe Jam, you can still see the door that they just never took off. But
I think
it's in one ear. Like either way, it's missing something. But like
something.
It's also like how many times did you pick your toes? I mean, shit, I picked my toes tonight.
Kinky. Our next one
Danny.
is the tire swing. Hello, Danny. You
Get that shit on Funhouse. Get that fucking garbage out of here. Tire swing.
It's
Okay, here we go. We're gonna. You know what that obstacle should have been renamed to? Go over there.
I mean,
Go ahead. Oh, did we lose? JJ got so upset he deafened himself.
I mean, it is go over there, but it takes a little more skill than the
Big
suspension bridge.
skill, but just fuck this. This
yeah,
was
no,
so
the suspension
dumb.
bridge did not make it because we agreed it was a nothing burger. This is close to being a nothing burger.
This is real close.
Except physics. Like,
I mean, what? How else do you want kids to get from point A to point B?
Well,
through an ant farm.
The other thing I will add to this is there like tire swing was most of the time obstacle number 1 because it was a nothing burger, get it out of the way. It was to try to get you ahead of the obstacle course as much as you could.
Right.
That's the logistical side of it. The real fucky part of it is when they put that in any other position other than 1, and there was an obstacle before that the other person did that was messy, they were gonna slide off that fucking tire and break their goddamn ankles.
It is so tire swing was more than often like the first obstacle or the second obstacle.
More than often the first one. But when they didn't, it was so fucky.
It sets the tone. Like what it does is it sets the tone, it sets the rhythm. That's about all the nice things I could say about tire swing.
Yeah. Full disclosure, we were talking earlier about obstacles that we just canonically put in under the same one. There was another obstacle called Tarzan Swing, Same thing.
Functionally the same thing.
Literally the same thing.
Chat agreed. Toe Jam, Chat agreed with. They said that I was in missing
Really?
something. Yeah.
Okay.
And then they agreed with us on Tire Swing. And next,
Okay,
as I
alright.
reactivate the timer, the recipe tire one, and Lee insisted on putting this one.
I insisted that we put this in, but now that I'm thinking about it,
So for those that don't know, there's like different ingredients to a recipe, and you do the little like tire like
you have
hop,
to
skip, and jump.
Yeah, you have to do the army tire run thing,
Yeah.
and each tire has a different ingredient in there. Most of the time, it was like, oh, we're gonna make a cake or something like that. I put it in there because it was so iconic with like the 86, 88 version that like there was literally not an obstacle course where they would not do recipe tire run. It's kind of again, they should have just named it Go Over There.
Yeah, it makes the mess. But
Nobody
as
really
far
ate
as-
shit on it.
As far as messes go,
Yeah, it's fine because like your feet. Well, to be fair, it does get your feet kind of messy. So if you've got like Sunday slide coming up later,
You're
good
fucked.
fucking luck.
You're fucked.
Yep.
And this is
think it's-
before
I don't know.
this is before, you know, there was a lot of strategery around obstacles. It was just throw it together and make it work.
See, I want to hear from. So chat's been very quiet. Like I know they're ranking and they're just kind of watching,
Yeah.
but like I'm watching Twitch chat. So Twitch chat, if you have something to say, please say it because I don't even think it's all right. I kind of feel like I feel bad for putting this in instead of Slime Canal. Because I was between that and Slime Canal. I think I should have put Slime Canal in this one. But yeah, it's missing something.
Yeah.
Fine
think
little
it's-
obstacle, but yeah, there's
fine.
not much going for
Yeah,
it. But
it's
the mess
fine.
is there.
Yeah, the mess is there, but you can only see it on your
Sigma
feet
fan,
unless you're into that kind of
Sigma
stuff.
fan says it's fine as a breather, and yeah, it's a
Yeah, it's
transitory
yes.
obstacle.
That is absolutely right,
All
Cindy.
right.
That is a breather obstacle. Yes.
Next is the Woiks.
The
You get on a
Woiks.
conveyor belt,
Oh.
and you can kind of crawl yourself forward and grab the flag. I love this obstacle.
I will reserve my comments for last if anybody
Okay.
else wants to put it.
I feel like I've heard it a couple times, and I'm
Danny,
like,
what
I
do you
don't
think
really
about the
know.
works?
I think.
Oh no,
the
you said it
works-
wrong, JB. It's the Woiks.
Oh, sorry.
The Woiks. I think the Woiks is delightful.
Delightful.
It's like the ringer and everything else. It's like it's a sight to see. Like you,
yeah.
It looks like
Yeah.
there's effort that has been brought into this.
Yeah.
Even though it's a kind of a weak conveyor belt, but it's also pretty cool. And it's just like you're just like going through a factory, feeling like you're in like a
Yeah.
Monty Python sketch sort of thing, or you can't do that on television. That's what
Very
that reminds
much
me
so.
of.
Yeah.
Very, you
Very
can't do
much
that on
so.
television.
I think this is fun because like you can lift the wheel up and you know if you
Yes,
if
you
you're
could you could game the game a little
Yeah.
bit there.
Yeah.
And then as Cindy points out, you could also lose your pants on this obstacle
You could.
because that was a real thing that happened multiple times.
I have this.
Oh, no.
I have this high, all right, low grade.
yeah. Yeah.
I want to flesh this out. So
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna put it
can
in
put
grade.
something
What
in the grades. We can do
I
something.
like I'm trying to think of what did they call it on Double Dare 2000? It wasn't the Woiks.
It's like the kid squisher or something.
No, it wasn't. A Kid Squisher was the Ringer. What did they call the Woiks in Double Dare 2000? They're Gak Factory.
Gak Factory. Okay.
Gak Factory. Gak Factory made it. I would actually say that's one of the rare moments where that was Kid Factory. Thank you. That's one of the rare moments that actually made that obstacle better. Mm-hmm. But nobody really remembers the 2000 version. It's because we talked about that.
Yeah.
We're
We're gonna go on to
I
another
don't think
one.
it's- Yeah, we'll leave it.
The tank. Climb up some stairs, jump into a tank full of stuff, grab flag, pass it. I
So,
have to
I
put this
think-
in goats.
Fun.
I would have to put this in goats.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the thumbnail that you've put in there with the ball pit balls. I'd say yeah, every kid wants to jump in ball pit balls. The time that they filled the tank with 800 pounds of baked
Oh,
beans,
the beans, yeah.
you can't get any better than that.
There is nothing more
To go.
visually appealing in Double Dare than a tank full of balloons that gets jumped in.
Well, yeah. Well, the other problem with that is when they filled it with balloons, parents thought that the balloons would somehow catch their weight, so they just like fucking swan dive into it and then realize they're just gonna hit the floor. You'll notice the first couple of times they did that, you saw adults just like straight up, just like
belly
and then they told everyone later on, feet first. If it's balloons, it's not gonna catch your weight.
I've made a mistake.
Like, I feel like there are more iconic obstacles than the tank, but I feel like you really can't have an obstacle without the tank.
Goat.
I
feel like
mentioned this to Lee. This was the one when I was a kid. I always I could easily do in the living room by standing on one end of the couch and belly flopping into the fucking cushion.
Yep. When I was a kid, I actually I took some scrap wood and some plexiglass because my dad worked in construction, and I tried to build my own version of the tank in my backyard.
Oh, that sounds cool.
That's awesome.
No, it wasn't. It was very dangerous, and I should not have done it. But that's how iconic it was for me.
Chad agrees. Tank goes in goats.
Yeah.
It's a goat.
It won't go
It's not
high
as good
goat.
as the ringer.
I think the
though.
ringer's better.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Ringer is still number one.
We may have a combo here because the next one is the Sunday slide. Climb up.
Praise the Lord! It's the
And
Sunday
there's
slide.
different iterations of this, but I think the one we all know is climb up the slide full of crap and then go down a twisty
Praise the
slide
Lord.
and land into a pile of crap and grab the flag. And
Who didn't want to go down this?
It's iconic.
Oh, yeah.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a goat. No further questions, Your Honor.
exactly.
And
I mean, it was fun to
Nothing
watch.
negative to say about
Whether
this.
it was like somebody doing really well in it, or if somebody was just like
Somebody
Yeah,
didn't
you get your
do
foot in it.
So
If you don't put your feet on the sides, you are doomed.
It's a
good
it's-
30, 35 seconds. Just trying
Yeah.
to get up
Yeah.
there.
It's messy. It's a time sink. It checks all the boxes.
Yeah,
I
like
think
If you
this is
knew
better
how to
than
do
Ringer.
it,
It
if
wasn't
you
a
knew how to
time
do it, this was actually a really quick obstacle. I've seen people do this in like
this
6,
has
7
been on
seconds.
8, and
Yeah.
we saw one earlier where this was 8 and somebody got it. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and any iteration of this where you are ascending and going down a slide and ending up in some sort of mess is like Sunday slide.
Yeah,
like
there
the
was
big gulp
what was
with
the other one
tongue.
called? Big Mount. Yeah, Big Gulp was another one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
like-
was very similar.
Or the Sunday slide that was just climb up, slide down, like just a ladder, like any sort of sorts of those iterations.
AKA someone didn't want to make the mess that day.
Yeah, like I think it's higher than Ringer for me. Like,
That's your
it
number
is.
one goat. Yeah, that's your
That's-
number one goat.
Like
Brought
the
Sunday
alliteration
slide in.
and everything. Like
When we brought the Sunday Slide in for the 2018 reboot, it wasn't there originally. So like I think we filmed like 2 weeks, went on hiatus for a week, and came back. Sunday Slide was supposed to be there since day one, but they were having some issues with it. Mm-hmm. And so when we came back from break, I specifically remember pulling into the parking lot, walking up to the elephant door for Double Dare. Like, I didn't know Sunday Slide was going to be an obstacle. And I was like, they're not going to do what I think they're going to do, are they? And then literally, like, I saw a little packing slip that said Sunday Slide. I was like, oh, we're going to do it.
and then
And then I got
oh, and there's Stod.
Yeah,
Sunday slide.
yeah.
almost wasn't
Stod
gonna be
says
on.
Sunday Slide because we had a lot. I don't remember the issues that we had with it. I had heard that it was going to be an
Oh,
obstacle. but
Stod
then
got
it
out
was
of the
just like-
locker. That's so good to hear.
Yeah, Stod got out of the locker.
Yeah, same to you, buddy.
Just I felt so bad that day because it was the holiday. It was the Halloween special, and it was like, oh, it would be so funny if we put Stod in the lockers.
Somebody was like,
We
"Oh,
put
hey,
him in-
where's Stod?" And he pops out of the locker.
It's like,
He's "Oh, he
it's
found
like
me!"
it's like we put Stod in the locker and then everybody forgot about it.
Stod's saying the biggest issue is that some people didn't want it. Stod, for
Didn't want
those
it.
who don't know, also worked on Double Dare, and was one of 2 people that I knew at the time who was on it. I didn't know Lee at the time, or no, 3 people I knew worked on that. One of them, who currently is executive producer for After Midnight, which is cool as fuck. I like seeing my friends doing cool shit. Can't name names, not on stream at least.
Stod,
Another thing about
Stod, I know these names, so message me directly and tell me who these names are.
Another thing about Stod is that there is an episode of the recent Double Dare reboot where in the closed captions Liza says Stod's name, but it's misspelled as Stodge, Stadg.
Stodge. Yep.
So, thank you for coming to watch our stream, City of Stodge.
Yes, I love.
Great to have you.
Be sure to give City of Stodge a follow here.
And then also, fun fact. Sorry, just quick shout out to Stod because I like celebrating friends. Stod was a lot of the prize videos for the 2018 reboot. Too.
Thanks, Toad. I really love you reminding him.
No.
Hey, I'm not going to give
Well,
Stod
Toad,
any
it was
crap
great having
because
you.
I'm not going to give Stod any crap because he gave me an official game show prop that, well, I guess it's not a prop, but official game show merch, a Double Dare hat from the reboot, and they only made like a handful of
You
them.
don't even have a hat.
Yeah, I have a hat. So, because Stod's
you.
cool, and he's like, hey, you're a cool guy. I have a cool hat because you're a cool guy. And I'm like, well, we're both cool guys. So,
Cool guy, you're a cool hat.
Stod and I have known each other for a long time, and anytime we hang out, we act stupid or like mimic each other. It's great. I love hanging out with Stod. He's good people.
Double Dare was the first time I met Stod, and he like genuinely, I had no like this was my first like return into game shows and television, and I genuinely had no idea what the fuck I was doing. And Stod, the first time I remember
Years later.
meeting you, and years later. But shut up. Like the first time I met Stod, he had a watch and he made a custom faceplate that had the Double Dare double Ds with the classic pink and yellow checkerboard. Yeah. And I just remember seeing that from like the crow's nest where I was. And I just went up to him and I was like, dude, that is a really cool watch. I have a picture of that fucking watch for no good reason at all. Just because I was just like, that is a really cool looking face. I just got a message from Stod. Stand by. I'm not going to say this out loud, but fuck you.
We're going to move on to Soda Jerk here.
What?
And
sorry, not that. Sorry, I was just reading the message.
You're stepping on 3 pads that have different flavor soda. A flag comes out of them. You grab it. This is also similar to Bats in the Belfry.
But not really.
It's also Bats in the Belfry. It's the same thing. There's a flag in one of 3 things that you have to do an action
I would
to
say the
activate.
trumpet one, kind of. That was more with your.
I mean, what I like about this one is what it has going for it is it looks the coolest. I mean, we've all seen a soda machine, and so it's like, oh, it's a giant soda machine.
Yeah. Like it's all right because they always put in an orange.
It's super messy.
Because branding.
It's super
it
messy.
Looks cool.
It's fun. I would be fine doing this. Like, it's not in my top 5, but if they said you're doing Soda Jerk, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Get a bunch of soda spilled on me.
Yeah.
So I think great, maybe top of all right. I think is
yeah,
fine
I'm like
for this.
somewhere in between there. I think is perfect.
I like it in great. It's sufficiently messy. There's enough of a find the flag element to where I don't hate it. Like it's basically you got a 1-3 shot.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to consult Stod on this, but I would say that the hot dog obstacle in the 2018 reboot is essentially the same as Soda Jerk.
Yeah.
There was a little bit more involved where you had to crawl through the buns, giggity.
More gunky.
But
it was functionally
but it was kind of the same thing. Yeah. Also, I will never forget the day because I was like, oh yeah, they probably just made like green slime, red slime, and yellow slime. No, they used ketchup and mustard
and relish.
That shit smelled so bad. Like if we that is a smell.
Ketchup and mustard are delicious, but when they have been sitting out,
when they.
Oh,
there we go.
I think the green was just slime, right, Stod? Like we didn't. That wasn't relish.
I think if it was relish,
slime.
it would have gotten real nasty in there.
Yeah, that would have gotten real bad.
I feel like
quick.
we unlocked some old memories. From
but the mustard was real. The ketchup was real, and it like when I say, because like somebody mentioned it earlier, like when we were watching theater, and they're like, oh, I bet it smelled really bad. There was a smell when you walked into the studio. I can't describe what it was. It was just smelled like death, but like fun death. You know what I mean?
Fun dip.
Yes. Yes. My favorite
Smelly,
candy to
smelly,
get from the nickel store. I get me some Jawbreakers and a pack of Fun Death.
Death, yeah, exactly. You want it, but you can't have it.
But so chat disagrees with us on it. Part of it was we didn't
On which
have
one?
the greats very well on Soda Jerk.
Soda Jerk?
Slash.
It's it's pretty iconic.
I have it in low greats. They have it in all right.
That's fine.
Just the
Yeah,
split on
I
that.
think it's
you know,
fine.
and it was unanimously put in all right. So there you go there. All right, we'll move on to the next one here, and that is slime hydrant, where flag shoots out of a hydrant of slime. This is, I think, new to the reboot.
Slime hydrant. Yeah, this was unique to the reboot. I liked it because it was just visually really fun to watch on camera. Although we basically, I'm gonna consult Stott on this. I think the first couple of times we played this obstacle, we genuinely kind of tried to stuff the flag inside of the hydrant, and then it shot up. And I remember there was one time. The flag went somewhere and nobody knew where the hell it went off to. So then we attached it to a it's the same chain that they use for like lighting rigs and stuff like that. Yeah, there was like fishing wire that we attached to the other side. So like you would see it pop up and then it would just be like bloop and it would just fall off to the side. But then sometimes the pressure was strong enough to even break the fishing line. There was that.
Yeah. I think it's delightfully messy.
Oh yeah.
It's what's weird though? It's messy, but it never really got the contestants messy.
Yeah.
But it was so cool to look at. Like,
yeah, I mean, visually, I would. Yeah, visually,
it was just fucking cool. Like I loved looking at that.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't think it's a great, but it's damn close.
I think it's all right.
I
think
like
it's
the mess of
firmly
it, but I
right.
don't like it much as an obstacle because it was just kind of like, oh, here's a big thing of slime. Like, there's a flag, I guess. So,
I remember there was one time where the initial idea was to stuff the flag inside of the hydrant so that when the pressure shot, it would just shoot the flag out. And I just remember there was one time. I'm almost certain we had to stop tape because there was just like the kids just could not find the flag.
Oh no.
And then when we went to go find the flag, nobody could find it.
Where did it go?
I feel like that was a thing. If not, it should have been a thing because there were so many things that could have gone wrong with that.
But yeah, I'm fine with slime hydrant.
Yeah,
being,
it's a high
being
all right.
I think it's
Yeah.
great there. Go ahead. Okay, great.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Anyways, chat disagrees. Chat says it's missing something.
It is.
kind of agreeing with them.
Looks so,
but
Yeah.
It looks so cool. That's why I have it in all right. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think visually it's all right, but if you're looking for a little like je ne sais quoi, like it is missing something. But it was so fucking cool to look at on stage.
yeah,
like
absolutely.
honestly, that was like my favorite one.
All right. Next is the sewer chute. So kind of a
I
Sunday
fought for
slide.
this one. I fought for this
You
one.
didn't fight for this one. I forgot about it.
I forgot about it too, and I would like literally. I was telling everybody before you undeafened. I said, "Oh my god, I forgot to tell JB about sewer chute," and then I realized you forgot about it too and put it in the fucking list.
I was watching literally I was just watching a bunch of this for research, and it didn't happen very often after a certain season for a particular reason.
After
I'm gonna
Fox,
pause the timer
after
real
Fox,
quick.
it was
there was an injury, and I think that's all we'll say about it.
I'm sure there were a couple of different reasons why this obstacle was discontinued.
Somebody ate shit in it.
Somebody
and they
ate
shit bad.
I'm sure they did.
Ooh.
I love that Cindy calls it the bastard Sunday slide.
I mean, it's got the tube slide, and I mean, I was preferential to the tube slide as a kid. I thought that was
Yeah,
cool.
tube slide
No,
makes me
tube
think of
slide's
like
cool.
going to like McDonald's and Burger King
yeah.
and going to the place and sliding through that, right?
But
It's all right. It's not a great because they didn't really continue it for obvious reasons, but it's good.
Yeah, I mean it's I like the.
That's a fun little physical thing.
I have it in all right. Like it's. Yeah. The Sunday Slide's better.
I would even.
And the one that's not on here,
that
Big Kahuna's even better. Like
Big Kahuna, yeah, that was kind of a variation of
Sunday
Slide.
Yeah.
Me personally, I would put Sewer Shoot below Pop Lockin' just because
you want it bare minimum, all right, huh?
Yeah, it's fine, but it like there's a beginning, middle, and end to it. Pop Lockin' requires you to do some searching.
Yeah, like it's and
there's
yeah,
a
there is
little
a
luck.
physical.
There's a
kind
little
of
luck,
find the
but
flag
there's
element, but like
yeah.
it's.
So PK says, wasn't there a Sunday Slide variant with the stairs instead of the rails? That
Yes.
was known as Big Gulp.
Yes. All right, moving on. Seesaw / the lift. I really couldn't get a great photo of this, but this
It's a
essentially
thing.
is your
Yes,
partner
it's
is
there.
already sitting on one end of the seesaw. You slam your butt on the other to propel them up so they can grab the flag. And
It was the only 2-person obstacle ever.
And there's a reason why it was the only 2-person obstacle ever, because
as we saw in theater. Yeah, as we saw in theater, people could really get hurt in that.
People could get hurt, and also like it just creates confusion. Like the wrong person went on the next obstacle. It was just a mess.
There was a so there's two. Sorry, JB. There's 2 variations of seesaw. One was the partner who just grabbed the flag sits down while your other partner's on the other side. They go up. There was just a flag. There was another version of it where there was a balloon and the partner had like a pin on their head.
Yeah.
They had to go up, pop it, and then get the balloon. All right, get the flag. It's kind of bullshit though.
It's missing something or Funhouse. Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's definitely a seesaw. I can tell you
It's
that.
definitely well. So like I actually kind of consider this to be the later version of Tuba Totter in the 2018 reboot.
That I would say is essentially different because there's a physical element.
Oh no, it's very much so different.
And
Tuba Totter is very
Tuba
different.
Totter, I think it would be fine and all right. I think this goes bottom
This
missing
is-
something or Funhouse. Like it's.
I would say I'd say is Funhouse on. I hate saying it, but it's not good. It's just
I think it's better than the tire swing, but I think that's
yeah, it's better than
All I can
Tire
say.
Swing, but not by much.
Just you get a little mess, but that's it. Chad has this in missing something.
Okay.
I have this is going to be controversial. Our next one is Picket.
I'm gonna fight a bitch. That better be goat. That better be goat.
It's not goat.
I don't know if I'd say go.
It is not goat.
What?
What?
Picket is not
You,
goat. to
okay,
me. I'm sorry.
If you said, you can't have Double Dare without what obstacle? I don't care if
Sunday
it's a time
slide.
sink or a time waster.
Slide.
Picket is gonna be on that list.
I'm sorry. I'm like, Picket is like kind of the Plinko of Double Dare.
No, you gotta get on.
I don't know
You
what
gotta
you mean
get
by
on your back.
I don't.
Boys, you gotta get on your back, use both hands, and search. It's not my problem that you thought you could get on your knees and shove one hand up there and go, I think I found it.
Boy, if this was not talking about a fucking giant nose right now.
Besides,
That was the point.
Here's the other thing. The Picket nose is like its own character.
It is
When
its
it was
own character,
introduced
yeah.
during
Like,
the
it's
start of the
super-
obstacle course. It had a voice. Someone
Yeah, it
acted,
sneezed.
someone off
It
screen
sneezed. Yep.
This
Danny,
is
why
such
are
a,
you
it could be
echoing?
such a.
There was one time where the nose had a pimple and Mark tried to lance it with a needle and they brought on an actual like doctor to be like, how are you supposed to take care of this? And she's just like, soap and
like
water.
this.
I'm gonna pause the next one. I put this in greats. I can't put it in goats. I will
fight a
have
bitch.
seen-
I will
have-
fight a bitch.
While we watched a lot of wins, I have seen this obstacle be the death of so many runs. Whether they're
Think
doing
about
it
how
right
many
or not.
times
I've seen
that you
people
saw the
lay,
death
I've
of
seen
this.
people lay down on their back, fucking elbow deep in both nostrils, and they can't find
Yeah.
the damn thing. And they're
Yeah.
like going like this and scraping around.
yeah,
like
they're going all around.
It
They're going
is-
all in.
I think that's the beauty of Picket is it's not luck based because it's there. It's in one of two nostrils and it's attached with a piece of Velcro. And I think that's what we did for the reboot. It was attached with a
Pornhub video.
That was a Pornhub video.
Hey, you sent me the link. You sent me the link and said, "Hey, how's your wrist doing, buddy?" So I don't want to fucking
The Pornhub
hear it,
video
right?
is called "Find the Flag," but it's not flag.
I feel like
Took me more than 60 seconds. I'll say that much. Anyways, go ahead, Tristan.
I feel like unlike Sunday Slide though, you can kind of tell when they're having issues with Pickett. They're just kind of searching in there for like 30 seconds, and I feel like that's a little hard to watch sometimes. I kind of agree with JB that it's more of a great than a go.
I will put it. I will put it here. I will put it here.
It better be a high grade.
It is.
Yeah,
I will not disagree that the.
You know what? You know what? Actually, I'll agree with you. If you take the tank down to great. Below Pickett.
Oh, we're negotiating now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no,
I'm
gonna because there are too many variations of the tank, like the balloons, the ball pit, the non-messy ones where you were just like, nah, fuck that shit. I would be on my hands and knees worshiping the fucking Pickett gods with that fucking obstacle if you gave it to me.
We may make a revisit before we're done, but where it stands right now.
All right, fine, move on.
Pickett is staying.
I'm writing a strongly worded letter to Mark Summers.
And you know what? If Mark Summers wants to come on here and do this list himself, and we can talk about it, he's more than welcome to. And then all
of a sudden we'd be like, yes, sir, yes, sir. That goes here.
We can both tell Lee to shut the fuck up. No. Right,
how dare? Don't make me get the cardboard cutout.
I'm gonna make an argument in your favor. I'm about to praise something that you worked on. Okay. You and Stott worked on. Our next one is Mount St. Double Dare. And this was a holdover. This was a carryover from the OG version. However, I would say it improved in every way on the reboot, and that has made it iconic. And I would put this in GOATs.
I'm putting it in GOAT.
Yeah, so season 2 was better than season 1 with Mount St. Double Dare. Mount St. Double Dare in season 1 was a giant piece of foam that you could play with in your gym
rope,
class.
yeah.
You know what I mean? With a rope.
Then
when we did season 2, that shit got all kinds of fucking crazy.
And it's still good. Like the season 2
and
version
it's still
is
good.
real good. But like the best thing is people sliding down whether they've gotten the flag or not, and there's just fucking tidal wave of slime that comes. I
said this during theater. Like when you go back and you look at classic Double Dare, 86 to 92. If you said name an obstacle from Double Dare that's iconic, Mount St. Double Dare is not on that list because just in terms of pure facts. Don't ask me how I know this information, but I do. It's not like I had a fan site or anything. Yeah. But Mount St. Double Dare, aka Volcano, back in the day, was not really used all that much, at least as we know it. So for whatever, like I remember when I walked on set, and I think it was one of the questions that I asked Stott. I was like, why the hell is Mount St. Double Dare always number 8? And I just remember the response. I don't know if it was I asked him or Mandel or whoever it was. They said, just watch and you'll see why. Right. And I was like, yeah, this is it. Like this is your climactic ending right here.
I think, and you know, there's never been like sort of a permanent obstacle number like ever.
Oh, so sorry. Stott said something interesting. He said Mount St. Double Dare ended up being the last obstacle kind of by accident. It was so huge that we just decided it would stay there. Ooh, I didn't know that little cup of tea.
And I think it makes sense to me, but like, you know,
well, there were like CO2. There were CO2 canisters that, like, there were massive canisters that were hidden behind that thing.
It did something that Double Dare never did, and that was like, okay, this obstacle is always going to be obstacle number X, and this is the last obstacle. You know, it did something.
Yeah,
different.
There was never like a penultimate, right?
And I think, and I don't know, well, Toads run away, but like I think like if this is your first like exposure to Double Dare, I think it's iconic. And you know, being a fan of the series since I was a kid, I think it's iconic. Like I
definitely
cool.
think it's the icon of 2018 Double Dare.
28. So, and also the guy who sat behind the obstacle and released the CO2 every time Liza said Mount St. Double Dare, and you'd hear the toot toot, the little pop pop.
Yep.
That went with that.
Like I love progression.
There were
that she
so
had.
many times that Liza forgot every time she said Mount St. Double Dare. And you would hear the CO2 go off, and it would scare the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Like, I love the progression of her getting used to it and being like scared.
Yeah, and then you'd see
it's
like
just,
in later
boom,
episodes
boom.
how she was getting you, and then she would even play with it because like she would
Yeah.
say Mount St. Double Dare over and over again. It was just so funny.
Yeah. Like, it's above the tank and goats. I've got to put it there.
You made it. You guys made it iconic.
Cindy did make a point. I can't put in goats because of the super sloppy family Mount St. Double Dare where it had 3 separate peaks became a find the flag obstacle, and that's fair.
Yeah.
I think it's largely functionally different, but I think the change has made it overall a fantastic obstacle. Like,
and Stod called out the ultimate payoff on this is Stod said we had a bunch of close calls on that one, but to be able to slide down with the flag with a win with like little to no time remaining, and you see that little tsunami. JB referenced like the tsunami of slime that you kind of create when you go down that. It's such a good moment on TV.
Absolutely.
But it was also so exciting, even if it was like a close loss. It was like, oh, it was.
Oh yeah, like because like
stakes were there. The
so
stakes
you
were
get
there.
so close, and you're just like it's slipping through your. It's a
Like,
great
you guys
obstacle.
Really redeemed it from its previous version.
All right, we're gonna restart the timer here. We've spent a lot of time on that. Monkey bars. There's
I don't like it.
It's a transitory obstacle. Like,
Yeah, oh boy, is it! I don't like it. It's dumb. It's so pointless. But then they would always put monkey bars as like number 8. Don't you put that in all
I
right?
think it's just like a starting point. It's not
a
a
starting point, so people.
Oh,
can
it's.
see
I was gonna say I will fly out to where you are,
punch me in the face. Like, let's go get a beer. Okay, no,
and then we'll go get a beer. I can't like. I get why they did this. And like it's the only obstacle that if you fell off of it, you had to jump back up to the rung that you fell off of. That was the key. A lot of these other ones, like Lake Double Dare, there were other variations. Like if you're trying to cross a bridge, you'd fall off, and then they would just say, as long as you made an attempt, just run across. Monkey Bars was the one where it was like you fell off, and it was second to last, rung where the flag is. Sucks to be you. Jump back up where you got off. It's just
there was like
it's
one
monkey
of the
bars. There's
was,
nothing
like, a
messy
little
about
kid,
this.
Like this poor
Yeah.
kid having to try and climb all the way across.
Now, I will tell you, when I was a kid in elementary school and we had the monkey bars in our playground, you're damn right I would simulate the monkey bars obstacle, but that's only by proxy, you know?
It's a thing you can do, but I put this in missing something. Oh,
Stod is upset that we did not put any Double Dare 2000. So we will. Stod, I got you, fam. I told JB that if we're gonna do monkey bars is also doubled in with double helix.
Yes.
So at least double helix was like the one where it required a little bit more skill. But even then, it's not fun. It's not missing something. I'd rather watch something else.
It's low.
No,
I feel like it's one of the bottom
it's Funhouse. It's Funhouse, man. If you're trying to tell me tire swing or seesaw is less exciting than monkey bars,
I think monkey bars in the middle of that's probably fine, but
I think monkey bars in the middle is kind of fun.
Monkey bars at all.
Well, we have talked our way into. Oh, by the way, just for where we're at here, Pickett was put in goats by the chat. Mount St. Double
Damn right, chat. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
What else do we have?
Which one?
Mount St. Double Dare was a great.
Firmly in great.
I'll say okay.
They have monkey bars and missing something. And as well as seesaw is missing something. We are currently on Lube Job, which is find the flag underneath the car. I think of all the find the flag ones, this would go in Funhouse. I hate it.
But here's the thing. It sounds easy, but it's not, because it's the only obstacle that requires you to look up, and then they're going to just drop shit on you the whole time. This was genius. It's not missing something. I would say it's definitely the low end of all right, but man, this could really fuck up a lot of people. Especially when there were later versions where they would raise the car. I remember like there was some version where they were like raising the car to make it even harder to grab.
I put this in missing something.
I think I would put it in missing something.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, Stod's about to cause a fucking fight. So what's the difference between lube job in Picket and Picket in terms of fun?
Well, I mean, it's the nose and the boogers. Lube job is
yeah,
just...
but no,
Lube job is a car.
But literally, one is a car, one is a nose. It's the same fucking thing.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Okay, Lee, I'm gonna pump diesel up your fucking left nostril.
Yeah.
Don't agree. Don't.
I mean, by the way, I was wondering why Stod isn't screaming at us in our call here. He's under the weather. He didn't have much of a voice.
know what?
But he's got
I
fingers.
will allow the chat to have a moment because I have to be right back for a second.
Oh, you'll allow the chat. Okay. Well,
I'm gonna allow.
I mean,
anyways,
what would you rather have on your body, oil or boogers?
Yeah.
I feel like the kids are gonna want the boogers.
lube job
9
is
out of
put
10.
in greats by the chat. So,
I would
Wow.
anyways,
all right, but whatever.
we're already partway through this, but low hurdles. You crawl into targets. They dump things on you. You grab the flag.
It's messy, so I go to an all right.
It's.
I
at
feel like
least
I
all
barely
right.
remember this one, so I don't feel like I don't have a ton to say about it.
I'll put it on the thing so you can. I'll put it right there. I think low hurdles is all right. It's sufficiently messy. It's a shorter kind of tunnel thing. Everybody's mad at lube job not being higher, but whatever.
I'm not.
We're not gonna agree on everything. As if picking
That's
wasn't
why
a
it's a
fucking
tier list.
demonstration of that. But it's
Take versus Pickett.
I will move Pickett down to all right. Don't make me fucking do it. Lee's not here. I'll do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. We'll see if Lee notices. Yeah, low hurdles is all right. It goes firmly in the middle of all right. Like, it's decent. I don't have any problems with it.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch. It's messy. I would do it. I would 100% do it.
I would definitely do it.
I'm just now letting the timer run out here, essentially. And we're stalling to let Lee get back. But I know Lee would definitely be fine with this and all right.
Yeah.
Chat agrees. It's all right. That's all right.
So what do they have as Funhouse? Do they
They
have
have
anything?
one thing in Funhouse right now, and that is the tire swing currently. Stod has test videos of some of the challenges. Ooh.
Oh.
All right. Our next one. Lake Double Dare. Usually you're in a boat or something or crossing a Fun Noodle Bridge and trying to get across.
All I came back to is you're on some sort of fun noodle or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
we're on Lake Double
go
Dare.
on.
Lake Double
We
Dare.
did
an
low
obstacle
hurdles
I'm
in the
not
middle,
aware of?
and now it's like Double Dare time.
Lake Double Dare. I think it's high, all right, low, great. Like, go across the water, grab the flag, and it's easy and it's fun.
The bitch move is as long as you made an attempt, you're allowed to bail and just run across. For that reason, it's a great because it's so iconic. Like it's one of the associations of the show, really. But it's the lowest of greats.
It also Lake Double Dare's existence fostered one of the greatest moments in Double Dare, and I cannot find it for the life of me, and I wish I could. But like,
what did you rank while I was gone? Just real quick.
we ranked
Low hurdles.
Low hurdles is all right. Yeah.
I wanted to do it as a kid because it was cool.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I said. I would 100% do that. Like, just get shit porn on me. Lake Double Dare spawned one of the
there's porn websites
moments.
for that, JB.
Lake Double Dare spawned one of the funniest fucking moments on that show because it was like a little wind up man rowing a boat, and they
the little man. JB, all you have to do is go to YouTube and search "Little Man in the Boat Double Dare," and you're gonna get everything.
We may watch that as a treat because
you're gonna get it all.
Summers
I promise.
Loses his shit, and it's great. Chat has Lake Double Dare as greats. Next is Kid Wash. This is another one I would love to do.
Yeah, it's something I would love to do, but it's really just push through and you're there. I did like the 2000 version because it was a little bit more animated than an actual car wash, so I'm cool with that. There you go. Lingo has already done the hard work for you.
Yeah.
Kid Wash is fun. It's great. You can't have Double Dare without Kid Wash. I was actually kind of surprised in the reboot we didn't bring Kid Wash in.
As a kid and an adult, going through those car washes, fucking rules. I love it.
Oh yeah.
I can tell you right now, like all of those like automated car washes that you just drive through, it takes every fiber of my being not to roll down the windows and just say, fuck it, let it go.
Yeah. But it feels like you're going through one of those like fuking Disneyland rides, and even though it's like only like 30 seconds, I love it. I'll put it in great. I think it's firmly in great. I'm happy with that.
It's a solid great. Yeah, it's a solid great.
It's definitely one of those I think we would all be more than happy to do if we were.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
And chat disagrees. Chat has this
What?
all right. Chat has this
Chat. Hang on. Chat. Let me talk to chat real quick. Chat. What the fuck? What the fuck, chat? Sorry, that's all I have. No further questions.
All right. We're going to move on to our next one, which is In One Ear and Out the Other. And Poker Lady, thank you for the 500 bits.
It's
a transition.
Look, yes, it is 1000% a transitionary obstacle. The model was supposed to be after Mark's face, which was the joke, and it's just weird to be someone's human Q-tip.
Yeah.
It's just for me.
I think it's worth it for the design.
For the design, it was very cool. Like it looked fine. I liked the 2000 version a little bit more. I would say you can't have Double Dare without In One Ear. Sorry, go ahead,
It's
Tristan.
all right.
Oh yeah, it's all right. Like it's fine.
It's all right.
Yeah. It's all right.
Yeah. I don't think it's a high all right.
Okay.
I would put it below Low Hurdles probably.
Okay.
Like
We'll put it right in the middle there.
Yeah.
Right in
That's
the
a
middle.
solid one.
Like it's a neat transitory one. It's been on almost every version. I don't think it was on 2018, but like
we didn't have it in 2018, but we had it all through all variations up to 2000.
Chat again disagrees.
If they put this in GOAT, I swear to God, I'm writing.
No. They put it in Missing Something.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They have that in Missing Something. So
I mean, I could see where Toe Jam and In One Ear would be. Yeah, but like, what is there missing? You go through one ear and out the other.
like what? Yeah, I don't know what else you need there, but all right.
Yeah.
The next one we have is Icy Trike. I might have to put this on GOAT.
I'll put it in great.
It's a high
It's at least a
grade.
great.
It's a high grade. I don't think it's a GOAT because the initial version in '86 was literally go over there with a tricycle.
Go over there.
No, seriously, like it was like there was no oil, there was no nothing. It was go over there. And then they put oil on the track, and then later they did the bricks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they did the bricks with Family Double Dare. That's what makes like it evolved, and I appreciate that. It's definitely not a GOAT for me, but it is definitely a great. It stood the test of time.
It's a fun one I would do, and there is like you can choose to like, and here's the fun thing: the smart players wouldn't even get on the seat. They just one foot on the back.
Yeah, you just kind of just like waddle on it.
Yeah.
Yep. PK also reminded me of something I forgot about. It was also known as Desert Trike, where they just put sand in it.
Yeah, there's also Desert Trike. I mean, the same thing. It's just get the tricycle from point A to point
but that's
B.
like again, there's like certain things that you're like, shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, they
And
did
also,
Desert Trike.
I'll say one of the things. I think they had like players in wheelchairs in the obstacle course, and like they
they let them do Icy Trike.
Yeah, they let them do Icy Trike in the wheelchair, and I thought that was fucking
was awesome.
cool.
Well, yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, solid grade for me. I think it's damn near the top.
Yeah, take it up. Yeah, there you go. I think that's fair.
Yeah, and chat. What does chat say about? What did I just do? Icy Trike. Yeah, chat agrees with Icy Trike. They agree with Icy Trike in the grades. So our next one is Hourglass.
Oh, this fucking one. Oh man.
If
If you can get in there fast, you've got it. You're out. If you hesitate, you are so fucked.
I was gonna say, you want to talk about a time sink?
Yeah, literally, this is time sync. So the evil is back wants to know what is hourglass. So hourglass. So you can see from the icon, it was a giant hourglass that was filled with a bunch of ping pong balls at the top. On the bottom was a couple of ping pong balls, but you could clearly see the flag. So what would happen is when you get to that obstacle, they would pull the little stopper out, and all of the ping pong balls would start like falling on top of you to hide the flag. So this one's good, man. I think I would want to do this one.
I would 100% want to do this. And
I'd do it.
From a visual standpoint, it's so cool.
Yeah.
I put this in low grade. Like,
it's like there's like
if you don't get the flag right away, you are in deep
if you don't
shit.
get it, you are really going to struggle
That's
with
definitely
it.
going above Lake Double Dare, that's for sure.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, I would say it's above Lake Double Dare.
I feel like I know more. How long was it? Hourglass versus Time's running out? Because I feel like I only
it's the
know
same. It's the same. It's the same they just changed the name. It's exactly the same obstacle.
Chat had this as all right, for the record. Next, the
Okay.
1-ton human hamster wheel. I'm gonna move
Goat,
this
move on.
here
Goat,
and-
move on. Thank you.
Just want to say how
Thank
great it
you.
is. It's been on every version, literally every version, and I would 100% want to do this. Like,
Yeah.
Hey Stod, if you're still in the chat, do you remember when we did the human hamster wheel and the slime in the number counter thing turned brown?
oh no.
Oh, there's stories on that one.
Yeah, and there is sort of a variant called drum roll where you're in the
Drum
hamster
roll,
wheel, but
yeah.
going across, but it's essentially the same amount of effort. But just in its configuration, like the numbers lighting up or the slime thing, that's what you get for not replacing the slime. Yeah,
Someone thought it was a good idea to put the slime in there once and said, "Yeah, it'll be fine for 2 weeks." No, it wasn't.
2 weeks.
No, it
Stott also
wasn't.
took several naps in the hamster wheel.
It's comfy. There was like carpet in there, wasn't there?
Yeah,
I feel like there was carpet in there.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put.
Yeah,
it
there was
top
carpet
goat.
in there.
I
Yeah,
think
it's top. It's goat, baby. Come
it's
on.
top goat. Like,
Nice.
chat
It's top
agrees.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool as hell. But yeah. Okay, we're just gonna move on because the next one is the gumdrop. I also put this in goat because I would 100% want to do this.
I have done this obstacle when we did Double Dare Live for the Nickelodeon Resort in Orlando.
And it was awesome.
We had a like a tiny version of it, but it was still super fun to do. I think that who doesn't want to jump in a giant pit of balls and slide down and go really high from really high up to really low?
It's a free fall. You're basically doing like a 6.5 foot free fall. Like,
Yeah.
there's just balls in the way.
So the story of my life.
Yeah.
There were a couple of things wrong with it initially when they did it. It was you had to grab the flag, then jump down, and then like kids would drop the flag,
Yeah.
rightfully so, because they're just disoriented.
And
then it later turned into come down, grab the flag at the end, which was the right way to do it. It's a. I wish we did more of it. I wish we had it in the 2018 reboot.
Yeah, and Stott said we almost did this for
we almost did
2018,
it,
but budget said no.
no. Also, that was going to be a bitch to clean. I could see it now because like we were watching an episode in theater where like somebody did gumdrop, but then there was also pipeline, so like all of the chocolate got over all over
and
the
you'll
balls.
see why this is almost always the first obstacle now.
Yep.
Like,
It was either always number 1 or always number 8.
yeah.
It's just a good spectacle. It's like a good way to start all the balls.
Especially
and
when they did the gimmick in Super Sloppy where you put the giant coin in to make them jump.
Yeah.
I thought that was so stupid.
But it was neat.
It was fun. It was a fun time.
Is it all time? Is it like Top Goat? No. Is it? I think of the OG ones. Yeah. I like Gumdrop where it is. Our next is Gak Geyser, where you climb a ladder, traverse like a metal platform, slide down, grab flag.
This was the salute to Nickelodeon Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I
And
put
it's
it in
looked
kinda like
cool.
bouncing
It
Double
looked
Dare
cool.
before.
It looked cool, but it was very much like one of those just easy peasy transitory ones because it was essentially
Yeah,
going
it
up a
really
jungle
didn't
gym.
stop you from doing anything.
This
yeah,
was-
but
this
it was
was-
really cool to look at.
This was you imagine your playground equipment at school or the park was the Gat Geyser.
Yeah. I think it's
So
great.
shit, this is going to be the one where I don't know where do we put this.
I think it goes in all right.
like low, all right.
I think middle all right. Like, yeah, there's the iconic thing, and I wouldn't mind doing
Yeah,
this,
but
like,
Gat
it's
Geyser
not-
was only in the 92 version. God, I
Yeah.
sound like such a fucking nerd right now. Gat Geyser was only in the
actually-
92 version. But I just, I would argue that I think that pop locking and unboxing were unique enough that it deserves a higher ranking in the all right. Gat Geyser just seemed to be the, hey, you guys come to Nickelodeon Studios. It was just like a kind of a promo. Same thing with Shark. We didn't put Shark on the list, but that was just a promo for Universal Studios and Jaws.
Yeah, and also it was Find a Flag, which...
Yeah,
we have
Find a
million of
Flag
them.
and a bunch of bullshit.
I have it high missing something. Like,
Yeah, I don't think it's missing anything though. It's
I
all
think
right.
it's-
It's just low all right.
I think it's a little bit higher, but
put it above Sewer Shoot, maybe?
Yeah,
my word
it's-
against
yeah.
a lot of others.
Yeah.
Chat had that. They had it in all right as well. We're down to our final 8. Our next is Fancy Footwork. This is just
Come on.
you slide or crawl
on.
across and grab the flag.
This was a goat. I'm sorry. This was,
I don't know
it's
about
not
goat.
it's not the goat, but it is the goat. Or
I don't
a
know,
goat.
but we saw some pretty fantastic slides tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some great ones where like if you can get through it, it's great. But then like there were other. The problem was the feet stopped working a lot of the time,
Yeah.
and they would just be stationary, so it wasn't really exciting. But the times where the feet were working and they were like going up and down, you could see like the person struggling with the flag to try to pull it off. It lasted through all variations since it was introduced up until.
It's not messy though. That's kind of the bummer.
There was a ton of mess
Little
in
bit
that
of
one.
mess.
The screenshot you have is showing one of the early iterations of it, but there was plenty of mess in Fancy Footwear. That's why they were able to do like the slip and slide.
I'll put it in greats. Like, I'm good with it.
Yeah,
in
I feel like
greats.
it's a great, like a solid middle.
But I
PK
don't
says
think it's a
original
goat.
is missing something. Second version is great.
The sliding flag grab at the last second. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's what makes it a goat for me. Is that there were so many great payoffs. When that worked, it worked well. When it didn't work, it was heartbreaking. Like, it was good.
Chat has that in greats, and we're moving
Okay.
on to Drawbridge, which is very simple. Knock down the wall, grab flag.
Is Funhouse on yet?
No.
No,
I feel like the set's fine. I feel like
think
it's missing something.
It's
I
missing
think it's
something.
all right.
I think I'm with Danny. It's all right. It's a cool. You get to be a badass, knock the thing down, grab the flag.
Yeah,
it's a
that is
quick.
true,
It's
yeah,
a it's a
knock
bing
something
bang.
Looks
down.
Lego-ish.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
Lego-ish. It's definitely one of those bing bang boom obstacles, which you need because some obstacles are not going to be 3 seconds long. Some are going to be double-digit seconds. So
I
it's
do remember
usually
there
almost
was-
always like the first one. It's like the.
I
gimme.
do remember there was a gimmick where they did drawbridge where they actually had like a guy guarding the drawbridge.
Yeah.
They only did it for like a handful of times, but it was just a guy dressed up in like armor. He would just be posted up outside of the drawbridge.
Yeah.
You can't come in. It was very Monty Python-esque.
A shrubbery.
Yeah.
We are the knights who say nee. I'm putting it in low all right. As far as like these, there's a lot of these that are
Yeah.
bing bang boom. Like, and we don't really like the tank is kind of one of those bing bang booms where it's just really quickly done. I think actually now that I'm thinking about it, I move in one. in one ear is kind of
because
the same
drawbridge
thing, but, like,
later on they made the drawbridge so that whenever you bust through there was like a bungee cord attached to it and it would kind of bounce back, so you would have to like step down on it to get it to stop bouncing.
Yeah.
But
it looks like you're going through a big Lego castle, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to go through Legos? Cindy says the original name for this is We Couldn't Think of a Title. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Chat has drawbridge at Where do they have drawbridge? They have it at all right. Next is, I'm going to put this in missing something just so it's a little bit more centered. Down the hatch, open the mouth, slide down, grab flag. Another really quick bang, bang, boom. This one probably goes in
especially in the 2018 reboot where we put the fucking slime cannons in there. That was just
because it's a whole actual like mouth and not just thing you lift up.
You actually had to grab. You had to grab the flag off of the uvula as I learned what that was called. Stod has a video of him testing this. Stod, you dirty, dirty man. I need to see this immediately.
I have this high grade logo. Like,
down the hatch is a damn, like,
I think for the mouth alone, like, we have, like,
it's definitely above the tank.
To me, it's more iconic than the picket nose. Like,
in slow-mo. Ooh.
Oh, in slow-mo. Daddy. Daddy.
Someone's being horny.
Zero flags grabbed since last klaxon. Chad agrees. It's a goat.
It's a goat.
It's a goat. So we'll put it in goat. Next.
All right.
Brick wall breakout. This is another quick snap one that's from the reboot.
I don't like this one. It's not. It's.
I mean, I think it's fine.
It's drawbridge without the
2018.
drawbridge.
Drawbridge.
It's drawbridge without the drawbridge. That's all that is.
On that hand, though, as a kid, if you had the opportunity to just bust through a brick wall, you'd
bust through a wall like Kool-Aid Man. Yeah, like if you got to go full Kool-Aid Man on that, it's not.
It's a quick one.
It's not missing something. It's all right.
No, it's missing something because we're about to run out of room.
I love Stod. It's a brick wall. What more do you want from us?
Yeah.
Stod, didn't we do for the Halloween special? Didn't we do like a spider web breakout or something like that?
Oh,
I feel like we did like
a
spider
web. No, he was
thing.
stuck in a locker for 30 minutes.
He was stuck in a locker that day.
Stod got paid to get stuck in a locker. I'm waiting for the middle fingers in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, okay, there we go. F you, JP, shut the hell up.
I also remember for the Halloween special for 2018, we turned the tank into, I think we called it Witch's Brew, and it was basically a tank full of, I think it was chocolate pudding. They put something underneath it that would allow it to blow bubbles and just make it look like it was boiling. And I don't think we actually got to that obstacle. And everybody was so like, okay, it's got to look like this. It's got to look like this. And we never actually got to it in the run, which made me very sad because it took like 30 minutes of time to try to get the camera angles just right on that.
I got to pause this because we are behind. Blah, 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 blah. Where did we decide? Okay, brick wall breakout. All right. Next is blue plate special. This is a find the flag and food mess.
It's a goat. It's a goat.
High grade.
You can't have Double Dare without blue plate special. It was squelch and waffles.
This one definitely.
Oh, okay. It's time for okay. So here's my issue with City of Stod.
Uh-oh. Everybody sit down. It's story time.
Story time with Grandpa Stod.
Stod. I could hear Stod angrily.
He's got the gavel.
City of Doctorial
type
right now. Like
for
2018, it should have been a fucking blue plate.
Yep, and we didn't make it a blue plate in that version. I don't know why.
This goes along the lines of Picket, where it's a pain in the ass to find, but if you know what you're doing, you find it right away. I always thought the waffles were the perfect one, or like the sandwich.
Waffles was a great
waffle sandwich pancake were the ones. Like what we have here with like some ham and cheese bullshit is like. Ugh.
Well, I'll tell you my favorite version of it was the pizza because like in 92 they actually had like a gacky string like cheese pull thing that they somehow pulled off with that. I thought that was so cool and I never knew how they pulled that off. I'm sure it was just gack, but that I loved, but also like blue plate special, there were a lot of times where Mark would say, maybe it's under this waffle, maybe it's under this waffle, and he would like open it up and like camera can clearly see where the fucking flag is. And then there was even one time where Mark would say, I think I just saw the flag. Could you find the flag? Pass it off, win this.
God damn it,
Do you
Mark.
think doggy door is the same kind of obstacle as this, or would you consider that a little
Doggy
different?
door? No, I think it's slightly different.
But it didn't
Because you got to
make
get
us-
on your hands and knees. Well, yeah.
I mean, it's got like the doggy door you have to go through, but I mean, it's the same general idea of
All right.
dig through.
We
a
got
bunch of
3
stuff.
left, y'all, and the next one is the blimp. Pull thing down, slime and
blimp.
flag comes down.
Come on.
Find flag, pass it.
I want it to be a goat, but it's not. It's not a goat. It's a great, but it's
I think
not
it's a
goat.
great. Yeah, I think it's a solid great. Like, it's messy.
I think it's better than
I think it's all
Ripcord.
right.
There
I'm
were
like,
a couple
I
of
would say alright.
ripcord is what we called it in 2018, and there were many times where the flag got stuck inside. Same thing with the blimp, like the flag just gets stuck inside, and there's nothing you can do. It's a
I think it's all
mid-grade.
great. Like maybe
Iconic
maybe-
just because of the Kids' Choice Awards. That's all I'm saying.
I'll put it here next to Lake Double Dare. I think that's a good spot for it.
Yeah, that's fine.
By the way, chat had Blue Plate Special and great, and we'll go over the rest of ones here. I'm going to kill the timer on the blimp because we are almost done. Chat has this in all right. Next is the bird cage. Open cage, pull cord down, flag comes out, move on.
It's kind of Bats in the Belfry, Soda Jerk.
Yeah.
It's only like one soda.
Yeah, like there's a little bit more of a physical aspect, and you
Yeah,
can reach out of the cage and hand the flag off. Like
there were also multiple times where there were kids that never opened the door. They would just reach in, pull the string, and just like one hand grab it. So there's some strategy in there. I think it's not. It was in
it's
Double Dare
fine.
2000,
It's
which is
fine.
makes me. We have a lot of all rights.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't expect this.
I'm gonna do something controversial.
Don't you?
I was gonna say you guys are really.
It's not missing
Not feeling-
anything though.
in one ear.
You go in one ear, you go out the other. There's
No,
nothing
you're right.
missing.
You're right.
No, you bastard. That back this in. I'm not even happy with it being an all right.
No, I moved it to
that
all
was
right
the
while you
thing.
stepped away.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought for a second I was like, wait, did we put it in all right? And I'm like, did this bitch just try to like sneakily put it down in all right? Like, oh,
No,
it was
no,
always there.
We'll go and watch this back, and I announced it as you stepped away. Like, we should move it. See if he notices.
Oh, you-
and
you
didn't.
motherfucker.
You never did. So I feel like we've done good work here. All right, our final one is chat had
Big Bull.
bird cages. All right, big bull. Big bull. I think kind of also falls into the all right section.
It's all right,
love
but
Yahtzee
like
bowling.
it's not. So the thing is, it's all right. It's not missing something because the object is pretty clear. Take a giant bowling ball, knock down the bowling pins.
It needs more pins.
It needs more mess.
It needed. You know what? Maybe it is missing something. Maybe it needs more
It
pins.
needs 6 pins.
Maybe they should have oiled the
Yeah.
lane.
Oil the lane.
That's
yeah.
an accident waiting to
Ooh.
happen.
Yeah. Break your ankles as we play this. You know what? Yeah, it's missing
Break
something.
your-
It's
Break
missing
your
something.
ankles. The game show.
Break your ankles.
Your ankles. Da 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 da.
Break your
Break your ankles.
Break
Da 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 da.
your legs. Break
Roll
your
the
legs.
ball down the lane. Da 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 da.
All right. Chat has this as well in missing something. So
Yeah, I
let's
can see it.
take a look at chat's going to be done with this. So thanks for the all of our over 100 votes there from our
That's a
chat.
lot.
What? Really? We had over 100 votes?
152 votes from a bunch.
Holy
of different people,
shit!
Yeah.
If you're watching the VOD, come join us. We do this every other Friday in the evening, and you can vote along, and we'll talk about what the next one is here.
This is hard.
But let's just go over. We'll go down from bottom to top. See if we need to make any changes. So we have is Funhouse on yet? We have the monkey bars, tire swing, seesaw. I think we're all pretty happy with that.
I'm happy with that.
Missing something. We have wall climb, recipe tire run, lube job, toe jam, big bowl.
I would maybe bump wall climb down to is Funhouse on, but
It's
it
low missing
created
something.
a lot
like,
of
it is the lowest
yeah.
tier in the tier. So
yeah. It's not. I don't think it's missing anything per se, because then they added the rope climb to make it a little bit different. So they did add something.
It's not bad, but it's not all right. It's in
Yeah,
that purgatory.
yeah. I think for that on a technicality, it's not missing anything because they did change it.
I mean,
but it's
fun.
bare
It's missing
minimum.
fun. But
Yeah.
all right. We go. Speaking of all right, so we have brick wall breakout, drawbridge, in one ear, birdcage, sewer chute, gat geyser, pop lockin', unboxing, ant farm, low hurdles, slime hydrant, wrestle rama.
Sure.
Sure. You're
Sure.
right. We should put Pickett back down there.
I will fuck your world up.
Greats, Lake Double Dare, the Blimp, Hourglass, Soda Jerk, Fancy Footwork, Kid Wash, The Works, Icy Trike, Pipeline, Blue Plate Special, Pickett.
I don't agree with Pickett being in a grate. I would swap the
It's
tank
at the
with
top of the
Pickett,
grate.
and you've got grates.
It's
Yeah,
at the
I
top of
like
the grate.
that. It's such a toss up between either or. But if you told me which one would you rather do, Pickett never really changed between reaching up 2 nostrils and picking a nose. The tank was variable. It was beans. It was pudding. It was balloons. It was.
There.
At least
Yeah, I
Pickett,
feel like
you
Blue
know.
Plate Special and
beans.
Pickett are both kind of in that same caliber, though. Of like,
Yeah,
they're iconic, but they
yeah.
could be such time sinks that I feel like
All right.
having them
tank,
together is the
the
way to
tank's
go.
been. I've been convinced enough to move the tank down from Ghost.
But put Pickett slightly above the tank. Like, you got to make Pickett.
Yeah, I know. I'll put it above the tank.
No,
There we go.
fuck you.
all right.
I will agree with that.
All right. And then our goats, Down the Hatch, Mount St. Doubledare, Gumdrop, Ringer, Sunday Slide, Human Hamster Wheel. I'm fine with the ordering. I'm fine with those
Gumdrop's
6
a good-
being in the
yeah.
goats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Human
yeah.
Hamster Wheel isn't messy, but it's fun. It's the most fun I think I would have next to
Who
Gumdrop.
wouldn't want to do that?
Yeah.
Seriously, who would not want to do that?
So here's what chat has. I'm excited to talk about this. Chat has, they have only one on Funhouse.
Really?
Yeah, and that would be the tire
Ooh.
swing. But they have way
okay.
more in Missing Something.
Okay.
They have the
What we got
Recipe
in Missing
Tire
Something?
Run, so they agree with us there. They
Yep.
have the Monkey Bars they don't agree with. Seesaw we don't agree with. What else? Big Bull they agree with us on. Toe Jam they agree with us on. They have In One Ear and Slime Hydrant down here in this tier. So
In one ear is literally in one ear, out the other. I don't know what else you could do to
Well,
make that
that's-
it's missing something.
That's the chat collective. What more do you want?
But I would agree. I would agree that in one ear is not the best obstacle. But when it comes to missing something, it's not missing something. You are a giant Q-tip. You run in through one ear. You go out the other.
All right is there's a lot in all right. Some agreeing, some disagreeing. Soda
Right.
Jerk, we have in greats. Unboxing,
Oh, wow.
which we have in all right. Sewer Shoot, which we have in all right, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Works, which we have in great.
Mhm.
Wrestle-Rama, which we have in all right. Birdcage, which we have in all right. Gat Geyser, which we have in all right. Hourglass, which we have in great.
Yeah.
Blimp, we have in great. Brick Wall Breakout, we have in all right. Drawbridge, we have in all right. Kid Wash, we have in great.
Oh.
So we're really
What?
disagreeing on this is
What?
This is some of the
Kid
most.
Wash is all right.
This is honestly this is our third one of these, and there have been some
You-
wild disagreements so far.
You mid-ass motherfucker.
Uh,
I mean, I'm sorry. I love the chat.
Lee does this show to insult the chat so he can be nice to the chat during the stream, which
Kid
you can
Wash
watch,
is
which
mid?
we'll plug here in a few moments. And then Wall Climb they have an all right, which okay. So that's
Sure.
that. The greats,
Sure.
the greats,
Whatever.
Pipeline, which we also have there.
Yeah.
Fancy Footwork, which we match. Icy Trike, yeah. Lake Double Dare, yeah. Ant Farm, we don't agree. We have Ant Farm and all right. Blue Plate Special, we agree on. Lube Job, we vehemently disagree on.
Wow, they put that in a
They
grate?
put that in great. We put that in missing something. Mount St. Double Dare, they have in great.
Oh.
And Pop Lockin' they bumped up to great. So
Ooh.
they-
you know
chat
what?
likes Pop Lockin'.
I think the chat is more so at least going based off the information that I'm hearing up until the goats, it sounds like chat is all about the like the find the flag.
Yeah, chat likes to find the flag.
And then I love Stod. Stod just goes, it's just lockers. That's it.
I mean, Stod's very intimate.
It's just lockers.
Stod's very intimate with those lockers. And then
lockers.
finally in our goats list, we have the human hamster rule, which we both agree on.
Yeah.
In fact, I want to see what the percentages are for goats. So yeah, unanimous goat for human hamster wheel. I think that was unanimous here.
Okay.
They have Pickett unanimously.
Thank you, chat.
So Tristan and I don't know shit.
Actually, it's a big time waster, motherfucker. Get on your fucking back, reach both hands up, and fucking go hog wild. It's not my fault. You're like, ooh, it's gross. Ew, I've got both hands up there. Ooh, I don't know.
They have Sunday slide up
Fucking
there.
bullshit.
Yep.
This is a chat. I am with you. I agree. Pickett is a goat. I'm sorry. That's it. End of discussion.
Okay. Hopefully we'll get to the end of this. Sunday slide.
Sorry. I am vehemently angry.
Yeah, I'm mad about it. 80% of our voters.
Cry more, emo kid.
80% of our voters had Sunday slide as a goat. One said great. The tank, same deal. It was majority goat, 4-1 there. The ringer was also 4-1, but we agreed. I think all of us were fine with ringer and goat.
Yeah, where it is.
Down the hatch was a 2-1 vote there.
Ooh.
Whoa.
So there was disagreement there. And then it was 50-50 for Gumdrop, which that's the one I would rant about. Like, I think that's the most fun one on the list.
It's definitely fun to do, but in terms of just go over there, that's all it is.
Well, it's also like the
so much
fucking
fun.
ball pit balls.
But it's
going
fun.
everywhere.
No,
It's fun.
I got.
It's all about the journey.
I got to jump inside of it for the live show. It's a lot of fucking fun, but it's just go over here, have fun. Don't hit your head on the way down.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we have for our tier list this time around. Remember, we're here live every other week doing this. It'll be me, JB, with a bunch of folks from the DFIU community. I want to thank. Yeah, shut up.
You okay?
Shut up. I want to thank everybody who helped out. First, Toad Boy, who left, probably went to bed, sleeping. So he has
Toad
nothing
was
to
like,
plug.
"There's no 2,000 obstacles. I'm out."
Tristan, do you have anything you want to plug?
Corn stream.
That's what you are gonna do, you dumb bitch.
No. Let him corn stream.
I'm just happy to be here, I guess.
Okay, great.
Oh,
Just
stop
ask me on
bullshit.
Friday.
I'm just happy to be here. I'm not here to make any friends. Oh my
Ask
god.
me on some game show airing soon.
What is there going to be one where you're going to be in the audience or a contestant on?
We're in the audience for Press Your Luck this Thursday. I think JJ and I, you might hear JJ and I on Monday, but
Oh, all
Press Your Luck
right.
Thursday. I
Oh,
think.
someone was vocal.
JJ, anything you want to say?
Corn stream.
Shut the fuck up, Lee.
Corn stream. JJ, say corn stream.
JJ, wake up!
JJ, wake up.
JJ fell asleep.
Oh, sorry. Hi, this is
Cuddling up with
JJ.
Mondo.
Make sure you tune in to twitch.tv/cornstream every Saturday at 5 p.m.
If Lee
Pacific.
were to
Well,
wait,
that's great.
he would get the
That's
second
no,
to
that's
top
great.
billing,
JJ,
so he
no,
could-
hey, JJ promoted his own thing. That's great.
Danny Gambit, thank you for joining us tonight. I know you came in late, but it's always good to have you here. Anything you want to
thank you.
say, promote?
You want to talk about late?
Yes, I was late. Lee.
No, not you. Not you. Someone came in later than you.
That's true.
Well, and that's why he's not going to get to say anything at the end of this. So,
I was on a date, so fuck you.
well,
I was on a date. I was sucking dick. Oh,
also,
sorry.
also, Lee, thank you for joining us. Now is the time where you can plug Quarren Stream.
Hi, my name is Lee. If you're looking for more, if you're looking for more bullshit, and then I'm scared and I have to pee, tune in Corn Stream Game Show tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. 12 a.m. for all of you across the ponders, and you can win prizes, make me broke, and generally have a good time and forget about all the shit that's going on in the world. Okay, bye.
During the Royal Rumble, because that'll also be going at the same time.
Yep.
I guarantee you it's not going to fucking matter.
Lee will stop the stream to look at Finn Balor.
No, I won't. I don't care.
Damian Priest.
Maybe.
Don't care.
Maybe.
No, it's Austin Theory.
Hang on, wait, sorry, real quick. Since Mondo doesn't get to plug anything, Mondo, Stod wants to know which obstacle on this tier list would describe your date tonight. Down the hatch, soda jerk, or slime hydrant?
Let me see.
Why not all three?
Yeah, why not?
Stod, number 2 implies that there's 2 other people. I'm just saying.
I was going to make a joke, but I realized this is going to VOD, so I can't. I'm going to have to go in and edit out a very obvious bleep. I don't know. Could it have been the blimp? Anyways.
No, the flag never finishes on that one.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. That's it for this. I'm JB Henry. You can watch this on my YouTube or join me live every other week on my Twitch channel where we do this. Next time you see us, we will be doing Rooms from Legends of the Hidden Temple, which I think is going to create furious arguments.
Sorry, I just got really angry thinking about it. I was just thinking about the rooms, and I got really angry.
Yeah. But that's all from here. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again real soon. Take care, everybody.
Night.
It was fucking 3 pieces, base, middle, and head. How hard was it?